Well, hello there. I'm Chandler, and most people watching this channel, unless you came from my other channel, don't know who I am. So, I'd like to give a little introductory to myself. Hello. Of course, I want to make this as snippy snappy as possible because I know, as they say, time is money. I just want to give a quick little introduction to myself and just what this channel is all about. As pertaining to my personal introduction, my name is Chandler. Most of you probably don't know me, unless you're coming from my other channel, Chansey, which is kind of a gaming and kind of comedy-based channel. Of course, as you know, the whole basis of this is gaming. Of course, my other channel being heavily related to, filming, gaming, editing, things of that sort. I love all of that. That's something I'm extremely passionate about, and that's why I'm starting this business, is because gaming has been a part of my life for as long as I can physically remember. As far back as I can remember, I've played some type of game. Either it's my DS playing Pokemon, to playing dabbling bowling on the Wii, to playing Black Ops Zombies on the Xbox 360, till today. I play games. I absolutely love video games. As far as it comes to my free time, when I'm not filming, editing, or eating, I am probably playing video games. It's something, obviously, I'm very, very passionate about, and it's what drives me to make this business. Now, as far as what the heck is this business? What is this? What is a tropical trading post? Well, like I was just saying, it's kind of the only way I can describe it is a service. Honestly, it's a gaming service is how I would describe it. More or less, the plan is I'm going to document my whole starting of this business, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, on this channel, getting started. As far as the plan goes, I'm going to be moving at the flow of cash, which is buy $100 worth of something, sell that, have $200 now, go buy $200 worth of something, then go do this and do this. Of course, I'm very young and I have a full-time job on the side, so I don't have all the time in the world to just drop a whole bunch of money. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me just to go drop a bunch of money onto this, especially since it's something that's not very smart business wise, just to go drop a ton of money, especially when something, nothing is guaranteed. It's a thing where I'm trying to be as smart as physically possible while I'm doing this. That's kind of the whole intentions behind this whole business, is I'm trying to make sure everything is thought out as physically possible and make sure all my bases are covered and all my I's, O's, whatever the saying goes, all the boxes are checked to their thorough, most processed, the most thunking as possible. So as I was saying, I'm going to start out with probably around $100. That's where I'm going to start out. I'm going to try to spend that and then move with, as I said, the flow of cash. Um, and of course, document it all. Probably going to start around ground zero when it comes to starting this kind of business, which is going to be thrifting, going to garage sales, going to Goodwills, going online and hunting through Facebook Marketplace. Just trying to find good deals so then I can bring those deals to you guys as well. But, of course, at the heart of this business is the gaming. I want you guys to be able to come to my page and be like, oh, dang. So let's say I go to a garage sale and I find Pokemon Crystal for $50. I'm not going to be one of these guys that goes out here and freaking, I'm going to put it up here for $300 and get my bag. That's not why I'm doing this. It's absolutely not why I'm doing this. At the core of this business, I want integrity, honesty. At the end of the day, my buyers are going to be my top priority because I don't see you just as a buyer at the end of the day. I see you as part of a community, as part of my community. And as cheesy as that might sound, at the end of the day, that's what I'm prioritizing, and it's something I'm extremely proud of. It's something I hold myself to a very high priority on, and it's something I stand, live, and will die on that hill by. So now that I've kind of explained a little bit about myself, what the business is, and of course, I won't just be doing video games. I will be keeping an open mind. Of course, there's so many other things out there to resell. Of course, I'm not going to only stick to video games. There are other things out there, especially in the beginning when you can't be quite as picky. Of course, I'm going to be reselling some other things to get more cash flow in to, of course, have more money to put more into video games and stuff like that. Of course, this channel isn't all just going to be just straight business. I want this to, of course, be something that's still fun at the end of the day. I'm taking heavy inspiration from people like Chase After the Right Price. I love his channel. Honestly, I've got a lot of inspiration from his channel. It's where I got the whole idea of moving at the flow of cash. Big props to him. I'm definitely going to be starting some collections of my own and documenting me getting those on this channel. And you will figure out on this channel about me is I absolutely love Pokemon. It's so near and dear to my heart. Right now I just have the first set of the Gen 1 games, and then I think Gen 5, Gen 6, some of the Gen 7 games, of course, some of the Gen 8, and some of the Gen 9. So I really want to go back and collect all of those old Pokemon games. So that's probably on top of, getting my first kind of set games. My first video will most likely be as far as getting established and going out and hunting for my first couple of deals and things of that sort. And then probably the next video will probably be something like getting my Pokemon series started. That's definitely something I want to get started. Of course, I'm ripping that straight from the Chase After the Right Price. But of course, it's not something I'm just straight ripping. It's something I do have a genuine interest in, and I just love doing it. So of course I'm going to do it. But anyway, now that I've kind of gave you guys an introduction to myself, what this business is, and just why I'm doing it, and what kind of morals and what this business stands on, I wanted to just end this video with a thank you guys for anyone that's come from my other channel to watch this, or that's brand new. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just couldn't describe to you. This is something that I want to do. I would love to do this for the rest of my life. This is something I'm very passionate about, and at the end of the day, my end goal with all this is to own a game store. That is my goal. That's my goal in life, is to own a game store. You don't know how many hours I've sit there and thought about having a game store, and down below it, it's a whole like retro, gaming arcade. That is my dream in life, is to have something like that. And I think this is one of the first baby steps to getting that started. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me. Every watch, every subscribe, every like is pushing me toward that goal and help getting this small side hustle business, whatever, started. Thank you for spending your time with me here today, and I'm very looking forward to the future. And as always, God bless, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.